Hey everyone, I hope you're well and welcome back to today's video. If you're new then please do remember to subscribe, and also everyone hit the thumbs up button, show this video some love. So today we're going to be doing a bit of like a mini makeup masterclass. Of course I'm no makeup artist by any means, but I wanted to give some my younger viewers something to help them with their makeup. I know a lot of younger people watch my videos and obviously they're new to makeup and they want to know how to do certain things. So I thought I'd show you my favourite products that I used when I was younger, or my favourite easy to work with products, and then also just show you how I apply them. This can also be good for people who just want to know more about makeup. It's going to be very basic, and I do want to carry on doing videos like this. I want to do an eyeshadow video, eyebrows video, and just a skin video in general, but this is just my general tips. Let's just get into it. So to start off with, the key to makeup lasting, I don't know if this is going to be something that younger viewers are going to want, but moisturiser is always the one that you need to use. So this is the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturiser. So I'm literally going to apply this to my face. Moisturiser just makes sure to keep your makeup on all day, and it also gives you a nice base to work with because it will condition and moisturise any dry patches on your skin. I know a lot of younger people get oily skin, but of course some people get dry skin, but typically when teenagers are in their teen years, they get oily skin, so it's important to moisturise. This one is literally probably about £2. This is the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturiser, 12-hour moisture, and it's light. Kind to skin. This is literally simple. It's got nothing in it. It's so amazing. It's good for sensitive skin, and it's just good for all skin types. It's not too thick, it's light, and it's just, yeah, no, it says no artificial perfume or colour, no harsh chemicals that can upset your skin, no alcohol, and no animal, and it's not animal derived. So this is really good, and it's very cheap, and you can literally get it anywhere, even Tesco's or Sainsbury's. Now I know a lot of younger people can get really acne prone skin or spot prone skin, so I've got two foundations that I really love, both by the same brand. They're both Rimmel. So this one is the Match Perfection. This is quite a light foundation, so if you don't want too much on your skin, then this is probably the one for you. However, the lasting finish has 25-hour wear. It's full coverage, so if you do want a bit more of coverage, then this one is probably for you. Again, both very cheap, about £8. Remember when I was younger, all I would use is my sponge. This is one by Real Techniques. I think it's about £5, which is good. You can get sponges in Poundland, and then obviously they're not going to be as good and they're not going to get as big, but they still do the job and they all work, let's be honest. These ones are obviously softer and they expand more, but they all work. So I'm going to use my full coverage foundation today just because I want a bit of extra coverage, and truthfully I do not have much of my True Match left. Match Perfection, sorry. So literally what I would do is put the tiniest amount back on the back of my hand, and I place a little bit over my skin, and I always start off with a light amount of foundation. Wherever I even do this now, and I just blend this out with the beauty blender, and then I just build it up until I'm happy with the coverage. If I want it to be lighter, then I can get this with this foundation. I'll literally just not put much on and just blend it all out, which I think I'm going to do today because I'm literally going to sit in my garden after this. So you're literally just going to blend it out with a sponge or a brush. If you do feel confident enough to use a brush, then do use a brush. But sometimes I find with foundation you can get quite lines if you use a brush, which is why I tend to use a sponge. However, you can use a brush at first and then dampen over it with the sponge to make sure to get rid of any excess product, which is always helpful when you are doing foundation, because you don't want it to cake on your skin, and you also want to remove anything that's just sitting there that's not actually doing anything. I will then move on to concealer. I don't know if younger people typically want to use concealer. Some younger people just want to use just foundation just to even out your skin tone and stuff. But if you do want to use concealer, there's a few I would recommend. By the way, all the makeup in this video is drugstore, because I know a lot of younger people do not have a lot of money to spend on makeup. I know when I was younger, I didn't. I bought all the MUA stuff, which is amazing, by the way. If you're looking for cheap makeup, MUA and Superdrug is amazing, and also Natural Collection and Boots. My first concealer will be the Collection Lasting Perfection. This is a really good creamy concealer, and also it has a brush, so it's easy to apply. It's a doe foot applicator. Also, they just put out so many shades for this. So if you have a darker skin tone, or even a really light skin tone, then they've got this. I think they have it in 0.5 now, which is just crazy. And then this one, which doesn't have an applicator, so it's a bit more hard to apply, but this is the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer. So if you want a bit more coverage, then this one's for you. I'm going to use my collection because I haven't used this in ages. I ordered a new one the other day. But literally, this is such a good concealer. Everyone raves about it. I've used it since I was about 11. And it's just so good. So basically, with concealer, I use it to highlight. So I'll put it on my forehead, down my nose because we highlight there, and then on my chin. If you don't want to highlight, then just stick to under your eyes to cover any like darkness. You don't have to highlight with concealer. And also, if you don't want to highlight, then make sure you get one that's like true to your skin tone. I tend to always go lighter with concealer just because, yeah, I like to highlight and have that like differentiation. This doesn't look as light on me right now because usually I'm tanned, and I'm giving my skin a break from fake tan, but a new video with my tan is coming very, very soon and I'm very excited for it. So stay tuned for that. But literally, I just blend this out with the beauty blender again. I just find it's easier and it gets rid of any excess product. And I don't find this one like soaks up any product. I just find that it just generally does blend it out. So moving that down all around my face, making sure it's all blended. And then for powder, I tend to use, when I was younger, I definitely stuck to my Rimmel Stay Matte. I just found that it was the best one and I could carry it in my school bag. I just found that it kept my makeup in place all day and I didn't even have to top it up most of the days. So definitely, this one is definitely worth it. If you want a loose powder, the Rimmel Match Perfection one is very, very good. But I'm just going to use this one because I just find that it just keeps my makeup in place all day. And if you're at school and stuff, then this is a really good one because it keeps your makeup on all day long. I used to leave for school at like 7 o'clock in the morning and I didn't get back till around 5. My makeup was always in place. Obviously some days I'd finish earlier because I am in sixth form, but this just keeps it in place. Even if I did stay till like 5, then it would still keep makeup in place. I just find that it really mattifies everything down as well without adding like a cakiness or like a cast or anything like that. This you can buy from like anywhere. Superdrug, Full Unique if you want to get online, Boots, literally anywhere. Rimmel is like a really big brand, so it's literally sold everywhere. Moving on from this, when I was younger, I used to love like duo, like with blushes and bronzer. I just found them really easy to use. Like this is quite old now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just found them really easy to use and I found that they were a lot cheaper. I think this was about £5 and it's got like, the size of the product is decent and it's like, it looks like a dupe for the NARS duo. I just found that when I was younger, I didn't want to spend much money on like bronzers and blush, but they make such a big difference to your makeup. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Obviously, I'm not going to show you how I'd like apply contour because it's like, that's for another day and we can do that and we can do like a contour like masterclass if that's something you're interested in. But I always start with bronzer. I will always use a fluffier brush for bronzer. I just found that it distributes the product properly around my face rather than on a dense brush like I would for contour. And what I will do is I just brush this over my cheeks and on the high points of my face. Now, some days I wouldn't even do this. I just apply blusher and that'd be it. But if I wanted a bit of colour, if I wanted to look a bit tanned, because I know when you're in like younger years, fake tan is a big thing and being tan is a big thing. Been there and done it. But I would just apply a light layer on my cheeks just to give me that like golden glow. On my forehead and on my temples and then just under my neck. That's literally all I do, like nothing really different, nothing too complicated. And all I would take is the blush, and this is a really nice brush. Oh, by the way, this is the Fiji matte like the duo, which I really like and I really want to get more colours. So basically what you do with blusher is you want to apply it to the apples of your cheeks. It just makes your skin look so much healthier than it already is. Because obviously you put the foundation on, it's taken away all the colour from your skin, like it's giving you a blank canvas, which is obviously what you want when you're doing makeup. But this just, it adds it back. You're just going to want to, I tend to like smile and get my apples and my cheeks out. You just place it on the apples of your cheeks. And it just looks like, and it just gives you that like glow and that rosy cheek, which just makes you look so healthy. And you can drag it back if you want to. Completely up to you. You can just stick to the apples of your cheeks. And then same on the other side. So I just tend to like smile. I just dab it just to make sure the product is blending in. And then yeah. You can of course apply blusher and bronzer to your nose, or your forehead, anywhere. I'm going to add a bit of blush to my nose. I'm just going to dab them in both, and then I'm just going to add a bit just around here. Just because I find that if I wear like just on my face, I feel like the centre of my face is all, it's just like plain. So I like to add a bit of something back in. So I'll just add this like around up there, just to add a lot of colour back in. I'll then move on to brows. So brows, I have 3 products. So this is my favourite product at the moment. I honestly love it. This is a pomade, which is obviously a lot harder to work with because it has to be precise. This is the Revolution Pro one in medium brown. I then just have this, which is like a pencil, and I'm not really too keen on like the applicator of it. It's quite like a triangle based one, but it's a lot thinner than some, which I prefer. And it's got like the gel the other side. And then I have this product, which is a NYX Control Freak Brow like gel. Millie, why couldn't you think of that? When I was younger, I used to literally just brush my eyebrows through with like a clear mascara. Like, I don't think anything like this was around at that point. Like, this is literally all I do, or I'd use a coloured one. So I'm literally just going to brush my brows through with this today. And I will do like how I do my brows as well. Like, that's something I'm really interested in, because most of the time I do my brows at home, like I pluck them at home. And I always get compliments on the shape of my brow, so if that's something you're interested, again, let me know. But yeah, I literally just brush that through my eyebrows and just like move the hairs to where I want them. And then for highlighter, there's 2 that I really like. One is the Bourjois Paris Le Petit Strober. This is a small one. I think I got it in like I got it in this box for free actually. It came with like a full-size lipstick and a full-size mascara. It's really, really nice, sits nicely on the skin, and it's not too bright. So for you guys that don't like too much of a highlight or don't want to use too much because you're too scared, this is a really good one. But for my gals or boys that love a strong highlighter, this one is incredible. This is the Revolution Vivid Bake Highlighter in Golden Lights. This is about £3. This one is a lot more expensive because it's bourgeois, but this one is Revolution, and honestly, it's crazy incredible. Like, for the price, I bought this years ago as well, by the way. That's why it's all broken. But I literally haven't even, I've made a dent, okay? I have made a massive dent. But I haven't hit pan, I promise you. I've had this for years. Like, years and years and years and years. So there's 2 brushes I would recommend for highlighter. One would be like a fan brush, and one would be like a powder, under eye powder brush. This is a setting brush. This is Real Techniques. Both of them are really good to use. You can even use an eyeshadow brush. If you're that scared, then use an eyeshadow brush, like a fluffy one. These 2 are very, very good. I'm going to use the fan one just because I find that it distributes the product more evenly for me. I'm using this one, by the way. I just prefer a more blinding highlight. I'm not applying too much though, because I don't want to take away from the blush or be like too out there with it, because a lot of you are still in school and you won't want to be wearing a lot of makeup, but your school probably won't allow that anyway. So for like a light makeup, I highlight the tops of my cheeks, my nose, my cupid's bow, and just above my head, as it just gives me like a really, really natural glow. For mascara, when I was younger, I'd use a clear mascara. I'd use it for my brows and my eyelashes. Now looking back at it now, it's kind of gross. But I would use a clear mascara, or I'd use the Maybelline Great Lash. I don't really have many drugstore mascaras, but this is the one I definitely would have used when I was younger, and it's so cheap. It's by Maybelline. So I literally just coat my top and bottom lashes with this. It just adds so much like dimension, and it makes them so black. But again, clear mascaras are the ones I used to use. They don't really do much, but I don't know, in a weird way they did, but they're clear, so they can't have done much, like. But I just coat my lashes in this. When I was allowed to wear mascara at school, I'd coat my lashes in this, but if not, I wanted to still feel like I could wear makeup, so I'd wear clear brow gel and mascara. Now, when I was younger and I was just getting into makeup, I'd either use just a lip gloss or a lip liner and a lip gloss. I'm going to use a lip liner and a lip gloss today. This is the NYX Professional Makeup in Sugar Glass. This is a lip liner. I just line my lips with that, and also I used to like use like different, I just used to like buy different lip glosses and like EOS lip balms and just like lip balms really. I'm just lining my lips with that, nothing too crazy. It doesn't really need to be precise either. So if you're not good at lip liner, because I definitely was back in the day, definitely wasn't back in the day, and you just use this. This is by Barry M, by the way. The stuff is all rubbed off it though. and then you literally just use that to like blend it out, and it just makes your lips look more defined. That is literally all I do when I was younger for my makeup, and this is like the basics for makeup. There's not really much else to it. Of course, I really want to do like a eyebrow like masterclass, eyeshadow, contour. Oh my god, that just makes a really sound. That really scared me. I want to do like little mini masterclass for most like aspects of makeup. Obviously, I'm not like a makeup artist by any means at all, but I've had a lot of experience with makeup. I've done a lot of like work with makeup. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below what makeup products you used to use when you were younger, or what makeup products you use now. And I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye guys.